I'm just a kid from Glen Olden that happened to have this movie made about him, and then all of a sudden, it just, I just came out from underneath the rocks. I was just hanging out there in Philly, living in Philly, and it was all good.
I think there's all of this love, support, you're the legend, because I think deep down inside, you were all of us.
Yeah.
Like, you are that person. We're all like, man, if I could only get a chance, and we would have failed miserably.
Well, I don't know about that. Everybody gets that shot. When I got out there on that field, I played for the state. I played for the fans. I played for the guys like me that suffered through those years when those teams were horrible. Mm-hmm. But I was still that loyal Eagle fan, and there wasn't anybody in the city that could come outside the city and come outside the city into our city and criticize my Philadelphia Eagles. And for me, it's all about Philadelphia. So I put those pads and the helmet on for them. And then I got the greatest opportunity of a lifetime, and it was from Dick Vermeil. And I started training at 9 o'clock every day. I'll be the first guy in that door.
You're 29,
I'm
30 years old.
Yeah.
At this time.
Right.
Believing that you're going to go walk in there and be a member of the Eagles. You're a 30-year-old rookie who gets a tryout, goes and does all of this training, and your response is, well, why not? Do you know how many people would be like, I got no shot? But you always believed in it.
Yeah, I always believed in it. Well, because a few people out there believed in me. That first week was against all rookies and free agents. And I was lighting it up. Roman's throwing the ball to me all the time. You know what happened, Bill? The next week, the veterans come in. These are the guys that I sat in the stands and cheered for. Yeah. And I'm saying, I can't believe I'm on the same field with Bill Bergey, Harold Carmichael. I'm in the locker room at Harold. I'm in the huddle with this guy, and and I see some of the greatest athletes I ever cheered for that are out in their field, and I sort of backed off.
Okay.
And then Coach Vermeil, Coach Vermeil says, what you're not the same person as you were last week. You were hitting everything that had a different colored jersey on, and sometimes the same colored jersey. He said, you just loved contact. And I said, Coach, I said, I'm sort of, these are my heroes. He said, they're your heroes. What are you, crazy? These guys are your heroes. And he said, I'll tell you what, Vin. He says, you have a shot to make this team. And he told me then, he says, you had a shot to make this team. I got my eyes on you. He said, but, he said, I want to see what I saw last week. He said, I'll give you a couple of 3 weeks. He said, get your act together.
Wow.
Well, that's all I needed. And
you got a shot to make this team.
Make this team. So I go back to, I started hitting everybody that had a different color jersey on. And then it was that first preseason game. And that was the one. That was the game. I'm getting goose pimples telling the story. Can I tell you this? It's so cool.
Tell me the story, yeah.
Because I'll tell you, I'm there, and I'm in San Diego. And I'm with I'm with the same guys now that are my heroes, and I'm dressed in Eagles green. I got number 83 on, and they played the national anthem, and I cried like a baby.